Time for pop culture.
Yeah, now we're gonna sprinkle a little pop culture on you. Actually, we're gonna dump it because the Night of the Seven Kingdoms penultimate was fucking amazing. Ryan,
Yeah,
how great was it?
I thought it was great. I did mention to you yesterday how I saw the flashback starting, and I was like, no, please, no, don't tell me we're going to get a flashback for the rest of this episode, but
Yeah.
was pleasantly surprised that did not occur. And
Holly had the same concern too, because like when the episodes before we started it, she mentioned like, you don't think we're gonna get like the whole thing in this episode, right? I was like, no, I think we're gonna find out the end. Like it's gonna go through, and then she's like, but what about the flashback in the trailer? I'm like, I think we're gonna like, I don't think they're gonna stretch this to 2 episodes. And then first we got the first initial charge. Dunk gets thrown off his horse with a. Or does he get thrown off or? He got. I know.
yeah,
he
we
got
got lanced off. Yes.
Yeah. He got the lance went through his like stomach.
Oh no! He's still on it, and then he gets a mace to the side,
Yeah.
side of the head, and that knocks him off.
That first joust didn't knock him off, but it stabbed him, and then the way back he definitely got smacked off.
Real good
but,
shield that was.
Yeah, immediately tossed the
Granted, it
shield.
might have saved his life. I don't know how much worse it would have been without the shield, but
Yeah.
that thing snapped in half.
Tell you what, he had a better helmet than someone.
Yeah, that's one of the things I do not understand how his helmet worked out better than that because he got smoked twice.
Yeah, I know. But
I don't know if
I don't know if Makar had a full clean shot on him like he did.
that's my wonder. If
Yeah.
maybe
He got hit by bastard bitch little.
Yeah.
Not bastard, but bitch little Aryan. But anyway, yeah.
So it starts out Baelor's like, I'll take the Kingsguard guys because they can't hurt the king.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we gonna take them all 3?
But
So like that, my guess is he's going 1-on-3, but it seems that doesn't work for the beginning part.
yeah, and what are they gonna do? Like,
They're just
watch
gonna
Baelor
run.
come up and be like, "Oh, hey, you! Like, we're not allowed to hit you, so we're gonna go hit somebody else." Like,
My only
they're not
guess is-
gonna just like you can't group hug them.
That's what I mean. Like unless it's just like, oh yeah, I guess we'll just spar. But at the same time, it's 3 versus 1.
Yeah, but it's 4 because they're there to protect Makar for the most part too.
Yeah, but
Okay.
my thought was like I didn't even know there's a flashback in this. I didn't know there's going to be a flashback in this episode.
Okay.
So my only complaint is we didn't really get to see much of any other part of the fighting.
Did you watch it once? Did you rewatch it?
I rewatched a little bit. I saw like you could see stuff in the background, but like I would have appreciated more focus on some of the other fights.
From what I hear, based on on the rewatch, you can catch a lot more. One, for example, is you can see the hit on Baelor.
Okay.
So I bet that's teasing to later in the episode, but like we said, first joust, Dunk gets speared right in the stomach, impaled, and then gets thrown off his horse with a mace, and then I think when he hits the ground, is that when we initially jump into the flashback?
So he gets knocked to the ground, and then he gets hit again, and just like his face just gets smushed into the ground. That's when we get the flashback.
So then we go to a young Duncan living in
Flea
Flea Bottom, which looks absolutely dreadful. Like the place is just miserable. Flea Bottom is.
We've seen different clips or like different parts of that in other Game of Thrones aspects, and this is probably the worst by far we've seen of it.
Is Flea Bottom in Westeros?
It's in the kingdom. It's like the slums of
Westeros, right? Or not Westeros. What am I thinking of? King's Landing.
King's Landing. Yeah,
that's what I was asking.
in the slums of King's Landing.
That's what I thought. It's like the poor area of King's Landing is Flea Bottom. Okay, that makes sense. They said something about the Black Dragon is dead. Everything's gonna be better now, or something. What?
So can I talk about the Blackfire Rebellion? I don't know if it's over according to this show.
The Blackfire Rebellion is the bastards that became legitimized. Correct?
Yes, they became legitimized, and the main one took up. So he has a sword that we know of already through other Game of Thrones things, and its name is Blackfire. And he chose to take up the name Blackfire instead of Targaryen and lead the Blackfire Rebellion.
Isn't Blackfire the main sword of the Targaryen and like the number one sword? Which again, I do know a little bit about this as well, Ryan. So the bastard son, I can't name the king.
I want to say it's one of the Aegons, but I might be wrong.
So the King Aegon had a son who was much more of a diplomat, and then had a few bastards. One bastard of which who ended up being the Blackfire, leading the Blackfire Rebellion. I can't remember. Daemon was an absolute unit, tall, insane swordsman, like elite at all fighting, and the king, which we're gonna assume Aegon, was so much more proud of this bastard than the son. ends up granting the son this sword that is passed on from king to king, pretty much. Like, it's the most treasured possession of the Targaryens. Is this? Well, besides dragons, obviously, but I think they're all gone
I
at
guess,
this time.
and maybe besides, well, I guess I don't know if they even. I don't know when they lose the that knife, Aegon's knife or whatever,
Oh, the one
the
that they
dagger.
passed the
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I guess that
Was
would
it
be
cat's paw or
the cat's
cat?
paw. That sounds right.
Yeah.
I guess that might be, but I don't know if that gets lost kind of in the war.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I'm not
only
sure.
like right at this moment, I don't, other than like Rhaenyra, I don't know if anyone else knows. So I don't know if at any moment the person with the knowledge of that dagger dies,
Yeah.
because then it kind of loses all
Well, no.
meaningfulness. I think
this is
she
a
might have
reach,
told. Did she
but I
tell
feel
her
like
son?
Rhaegar of Robert's Rebellion. I think he knew about it as well because I feel like I remember seeing a clip where he knew about the prophecy.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean,
So
I
I
guess if
think
you
it
just
stayed
put
in
it,
the
I guess if you just
Targaryens.
put it and fire it at any point.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think it stood in the Targaryen family. Regardless, the Conqueror's sword
Yeah.
is what it was a huge deal. The king giving the Conqueror's
Yeah.
sword to a bastard, and then like I said, fast forward, I think on his deathbed,
Yeah.
he legitimized all of his bastard kids, which started a massive rebellion of like.
What a way to go out! Just be like, this is not my problem. This is your
Well,
problem.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
What a dick.
doom the entire nation of civil wars. Like, I mean, the Dance of Dragons happened prior to this. Did you not learn anything from the fact that, like, on your deathbed, throwing a fucking loop at who's going to be, like, the next heir is ridiculous. So, yeah, it starts a huge rebellion of the bastards that had become legitimized, therefore have a proper claim to the throne. So it just started this massive rebellion, which I think happened a few times. I think, wasn't there, like, a couple Blackfire rebellions?
Maybe, I don't know, but this is, I guess, supposed to be the end of them,
Yeah.
because we see Dunk out picking off the horseshoes, and he finds a half dead guy.
Mm-hmm. It was a weird scene seeing this guy just
Yeah.
slowly die.
He tries to put him out of his misery, which I was like, that makes sense. And then Rafe, the other character we meet in this flashback,
Dunk's
his
best friend.
her girlfriend, whatever you want to call him. It was kind of a weird dynamic.
I
Like
think
that,
it was
that,
just like
that I love you
they're-
thing was like weird.
I think that was kind of just like they're all each other have.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like we're gonna be together forever. We're all we have. Like we're gonna get out of this together. We're gonna be together in a happier place somewhere. So I think that's just the I love you is out there
But then she mentions like, don't kill him. We can maybe get some ransom for him. It's like you're gonna
because she saw the sigil on.
Yeah,
his
I didn't recognize it. I didn't bother to look it up either.
It looked like a tower. I want to say it could have been
Oh, the Tullys.
high towers.
Oh, but yeah, they can't lift a horse off him. Although
Yeah.
Dunk now maybe could because he's huge.
Yeah, they tried to absolutely no
and
prevail.
they tried to pull him out underneath of it. Didn't work either.
which that killed him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was at first. I was like, you're gonna pull his legs off.
I thought they were gonna pull him out and we were just gonna see like no
Yeah,
no
yep,
lower
that's
half.
exactly what. Yeah, same.
But
Um,
go ahead.
Yeah, then they go sell the stuff. They get like a silver for it or 2 silvers. I don't know.
They got enough to be able to leave.
Yeah, enough to be able to leave, but Dunk doesn't want to leave because he's like, I know my mom's dead, but what if she comes back? It's like, comes back to life?
Well, the first thing he said was, "What if everything's worse? Like, what if this is as good as it gets for us? Like, wherever I forget where she said she was gonna go.
The Free Cities.
Free cities. They're like, we don't know what this place is like. Like, this place could like we're putting all of our eggs in this basket of this that like the free cities could be worse than this. Like, what if this is the best that it gets for people like us?" And then he said, also,
I get that, but at the same time, it's like you can't know that unless you leave.
yeah, and
Like you could
You're-
go there and then try and do the same thing and come back if it is worse.
You're-
But you're not gonna know if there's better out there without going and seeing.
you're also like two 12-year-olds living under a building. Don't know how
Yeah.
like aside from becoming like slaves, I don't know how much worse it really gets. For
And
them.
you're getting like jumped in the alleyway. It seems like daily.
Yeah.
By whoever that like Alistair dude is. Which
Yeah.
do you think he was a part of like a Kingsguard or gold? Because they look like he had a gold cloak on, but I can't imagine that dude's like a part of any sort
I
of.
want to say he was just like a knight or something, but like a knight that's a terrible fucking knight.
That's what I mean. Like even his buddy, but at the same time, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I mean it could have been like a maybe not like remember the Kingsguard, but like
Well, the gold cloaks. Like I mean, Damon started the gold cloaks. I don't remember how. I don't know how
Yeah.
long they lasted for.
right could be, absolutely could be.
Because I think they were supposed to kind of be the police force or whatever of
Yeah.
King's Landing. They just get away, but she steals his ale pouch.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh, this is sour than the Queen's, whatever."
I think that it was on the way to check with them. Check with the.
Oh
like,
yeah. And
So-
then throws it out. and then they find out the price is doubled, so they no longer have enough.
Right.
And I kind of expected Dunk to just be like, "You go, I'll stay here."
Absolutely. So did I. Like, he clearly was hesitant about it, but also he said, like, I just want to be with you. So I can also understand why he didn't just say go. Would have been better off for her in the long run. But.
Yeah, well, yeah. Next thing that happens is they get caught, and he's like, "Where's my L thing?" And I feel like she chose the worst of the two things she could have told the truth. I feel like that would have been better than the lie she told, saying she sold it.
I think she did sell it.
No, she threw it on the ground.
She threw it on the ground, right? Yeah. She could be like, somebody stole it from me, or like.
Yeah. And then they steal, Alistair steals their coin pouch, which I was like, that does suck. Like, that's all of your money.
Yeah. You've been, like, pretty much grave robbing for this money.
She then steals a knife. Well, I guess he also brought a friend, but then he notices that the knife's stolen, goes, grabs the knife, and slits her throat.
Which, again, you stole a dagger from somebody after you already stole a fucking beer or whatever wine pouch. This guy is already pissed at you for stealing his wine thing and losing it. Like, he's not going to let you walk away with a fucking dagger. It's something right on his hip, so, like, it's something he will notice. And in my mind, you do that, like the pickpocket, you got to fucking hightail it out of there.
Or just use it on him immediately.
Or I was going to say,
like, that's what I thought she was going to do.
I thought she was going to kill him, too. But, and, like, no regard of even, like, oh, maybe he's going to notice and sneak up on me. Like, you just stole a weapon from this guy, and you're, like, walking off all, like, cocky.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to come for you. Like, but that's what I'm saying. If you're not running, I would be, like, turning quick corners to at least be, like, we can see if he, like, catches on.
Yeah, 'cause all this place is narrow hallways and quick corners.
Yeah, they didn't turn once.
Yeah.
They just kept walking.
So she's dying, and then, they're still in a fight. Dunk's trying to get out, and then we have Sir Alan of Pennytree stumble out of the bar.
Well, first Dunk got stabbed in the leg.
Yeah. Which that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that look. I saw that. I'm like,
it's like right in the calf.
Yeah, and it looked like it went through too.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, Sir Alan of Pennytree comes out and saves the day. He said, like, let go of that boy, and just goes to town on both these guys. I think he
cuts one guy's head off.
I was gonna say chopped the friend's head clean off, and then I think he stabbed the Alistair in the penis, and then put a knife up into his throat.
Yeah.
And then just got drunk and just walked right back into the bar, I think, didn't he? Or did he?
No, I think he like threw up and then stumbled off or whatever.
And then Dunk sees this guy. He's like, all right, I'm just going to follow him, which we then get like a 3-minute montage of him.
Well, that's what I thought at first, but then he goes back underneath the house for like what seems like a night. It's like, how the hell did you find him again?
He ends up finding him later.
It's like, how did you find him again?
Yeah.
But yeah, it does find him, and then just
follows him for what I would imagine is several days.
Yeah, it's
like the landscape changed pretty significantly throughout the travel.
I think they did go like day to night multiple times.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, should we assume that he was so drunk that he didn't know that he was behind him?
He knew the whole time. There's no way he didn't.
And he just waited until he absolutely collapsed,
or just came up to him and said something.
When he finally came up to him, which Dunk finally did collapse, was the first time that Dunk was like no longer really like trying to be sneaky anymore, and like was just walking straight down the road, and then collapsed, and the guy was like,
because at first he was so close to him, I was like, "There's no way this guy's making Dunk walk with his hurt leg when he has two other horses."
Yeah.
And then I slowly realized, like, oh, Dunk is trying to follow him sneakily. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You couldn't just go up and say thank you and then be like, "Hey, can you help me out?"
Yeah, no, but
I think maybe I guess maybe the dedication to follow him was what.
Yes, I think that's what made Sir Alan like him. If we're assuming he knew, because
he definitely did.
The dude was drunk enough to just ramble into the night
and stab himself
or something. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, had they not shown how absolutely belligerent and a lunatic this guy is, I would be like, there's no way a knight didn't notice he was being followed this much. I kind of think there is a possibility he didn't know.
I feel like, but there's no way the whole time. I mean, he might have not known for like a day or two, but there's no way he didn't find out at least at some point.
Gonna convince myself back that he knew. It had been long enough that I feel like he was so black and has been so blacked out. I don't think he would have remembered who Dunk was if it didn't happen soon after.
Yeah.
And he followed him and noticed him. So like, if he
never
noticed, and then like 8 days later this kid shows up,
he's like,
he probably wouldn't even remember who he was.
The children of the forest with him?
Yeah, I'm back on board if he knew. Good, I'm glad. I prefer it that way, is that he knew.
I forget, is that when he when he wakes back up because he's a get up dunk, and
Yeah.
that kind of what. Okay, yeah, that's what
Yep.
I thought.
Sir Alan walks up to him when Duncan collapsed after walking on foot with a stabbed leg for possibly 8 days, and then he says, "Get up," and then we immediately get Dunk getting up in the trial of 7, and it was just chaos going forward. And
Yeah.
I can't wait to rewatch it to get some of these scenes over again. But what I
think
do
he just gets like a
remember,
lance thrown at him. He gets hit with another
Yeah.
chainmail to the
I
face.
guess I don't mean to try and break down the fight because it was just so insane. But notes I do remember is they fucking went all out with the fog machine. It was very foggy on this trial of 7, which it happened at dawn, right? So I mean,
Yep.
it makes sense.
Morning fog.
Wait, is it dusk? Is dusk in the morning or dawn?
Dawn's in the morning, dusk is at night.
Got it. Okay, so I was right. It happened at dawn. To your point, yes, they didn't really aside from the first, I think
I think
joust,
so.
they showed I think a few people what happened, but they really did it stayed on Dunk and Arian the entire time. Which why not just do a 1v1 if that was the plan?
Well, that was kind of yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you could team up because Makar did try and go after Dunk when he was fighting Arian.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have to go 1v1, but I'm assuming obviously if the accused dies or the accuser says, "Hey, I call off my thing," then it's fine to just end it.
Right, but Makar I think is a better and more established fighter than Arian. Why
Oh,
not
yeah.
give Arian one of the Kingsguard?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Why
They had 3 Kingsguard assisting Makar.
my only thought is because at one point we see Makar try and go over there and help him, and it seems like he gets stopped by Lionel or
And Baelor,
someone.
I think Liner and Baelor. But
So but at the same, we end up finding out that 2 of them died. Beesbury and Harding die in the first charge.
right.
So so we can assume Darren just fakes pass out. So at that point it's 4v or other than Duncan it's 4v5.
Yeah, okay.
So they're down one
subtract-
person. So maybe they were just kind of holding everyone off.
So we
Like-
lost. So subtract Duncan and Arian, right?
Yes. So
It's-
it's 6v6.
Now we lost 2.
So it's we have 4. And
So it's
I'm saying
6v4.
but
You're
I'm saying
assuming what's his name? Darren dropped off.
Yeah. So I'm
immediately.
saying it's
5v4.
yeah. So I'm saying maybe they kind of just held
And
off
one
for
of
5.
them just got knighted 10
Yeah,
seconds
yeah.
ago.
But maybe that's just to speak on how good Baelor and Lionel are.
Yeah, I mean, I would believe it. And then who else? So who survived? The dude with a broken leg?
No, he died. I'm pretty sure he definitely died.
But then who's the red mustache guy? Did he survive or the fucking eye patch guy?
That's where I'm not. So I'm pretty sure it was.
I thought
It was. Yeah, the eye patch guy survived.
Okay.
Beesbury and Harding. So orange mustache hair, or both of them are gingers. Actually, looks like the
Yeah.
dude with the broken
but the
leg.
dude's got a
Yeah.
fucking insane orange mustache.
Yeah, so you got a dude with an eye patch, a dude that just got knighted, Lionel Baratheon, and Baelor.
Baelor, yeah. Which again, I think Baelor not being able to be hit by the Kingsguard cuts out literally. He can then
He can almost just go tackle him and just be like,
Yeah,
"I'm just
I
gonna
think
lay on
that
you guys.
coulda
You guys
helped
can't get me off."
that they couldn't go wild on they couldn't
Yeah,
free. So that does help with the fact that it's a 5v4, but also 3
Yeah.
of the 5 can't fight 1 of the 4.
yeah. I think they're just kind of playing pass rush,
Yeah.
pass rush, or pass protection.
Yeah, fast protection over around Makar. So yeah, like I said, blow for blow. I think Arian is kind of
He's
seriously winning for a long time.
stabbing him in the gut.
Yeah, I think Dunk might have gotten stabbed and hit in the head 8 or 9 times. Stabbed.
Arian
literally-
throws his sword into his leg.
Yeah,
right in his knee.
But
I'm like,
before that,
dude.
stabbed him in the leg and then stabbed him in the same spot. And that was
Hmm.
when we later found out that the chainmail went into his leg. That the double.
I think the
stab-
chainmail was in his stomach when he got him. Hit him got him in the stomach.
Oh, the lance.
I don't know if it might have, I'm assuming the lance. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the throwing the knife into the knee was a point where you're like, dude, how the fuck is he still
Yeah.
moving? This makes no fucking
And then he
sense whatsoever.
Comes and pulls it out because also even when he pulled that lance out, I'm like, I don't think it's usually a good idea to pull things out when they're at
Yeah.
that and lodged. Then you're all the bleeding's gonna just keep going.
Yeah. He tried to stop the Arian from stabbing him and stabbed him right through the hand. With pulling the dagger out of his hand, there's several just completely open wounds that he's got to be losing so much blood, which I think soon after that, I think is when he starts to go down, and he goes down and pretty much dies.
Well, no, is it? I think because did he still have his helmet on at that point or no? I feel like he still had his helmet on at that point. And then
he got
and
hit,
then
like
like Arian tries to put the knife or like the sword in through his eye hole, and he's kind of grabs and stops it and like pushes him down, I guess, and then just rips his helmet off because he died. You
The
can
one
kind
eye
of clearly
was
see,
so fucked up.
and it's probably getting like it's all muddied and stuff like that. He probably can't really see, so he's just screw this helmet. Sorry for the cussing.
Yeah.
I think it was a lot this episode. Sorry, Holly.
But yeah, takes the helmet off and then pretty much goes down, head into the mud, and I think that I heard this that there is like a beat going on, and the beating stops, so to imply that his heart
I didn't
actually
notice
stopped.
that. But at the same time, it's like it's his show. He's not gonna die.
Right, there was
So
there's
it's not
plot
like Game
armor
of
on him for
Thrones where I'm
sure.
like anyone could die. It's like I know you're not dying.
So Egg starts screaming like, get up, sir, get up, get up. Arian looks at him, looks at the judges or just the people of what's the name of the tourney? That we haven't said in a couple
Something
episodes.
Horn. I don't know.
But
Mayhorn.
he looks at the lords of the area and said, he is dead, like it is over.
Yeah.
And the guy puts a horn to his mouth, and Egg's still screaming. And right before he goes to blow the horn, we get once again Sir Alan a Penny Tree. Get up. Dunk's eyes start blinking, and he starts getting up.
Then you get Egg just
Egg.
yell, wait.
Like, dude, just wailing, wait. And the guy pulls the horn down, doesn't blow it, and slowly get Dunk with it, using his sword, getting back up on his feet. The whole crowd's going up, up, up.
Yeah, that
Everyone's
was cool.
cheering for him now. Dunk then proceeds to just beat the shit out of Arian.
Well, it's kind of cool because like they're both stumbling at this point because Dunk gets one good before he goes down, he gets one good cut into Arian's thigh, like
Yeah.
upper thigh.
Fuck yeah, he did.
I thought he was gonna cut his penis off.
Yeah, but it's a fucking like was it femoral artery? Like there's
Yeah.
a deep artery
Yeah.
there too.
So he gets one good gash. So both of them are struggling to move.
Yeah.
And then Arian tries to get a couple good whacks on him, and Duncan just kind of overpowers him, gets his sword out of his hands, and then just puts him on the ground, puts one knee on one.
No, this isn't when he's like doesn't he beat the helmet with the shield, takes like the hood of the helmet off, and then starts punching and
Well,
wailing
yeah,
on
but
him.
before he gets him on the ground, puts one knee on his one arm, so he can't move that arm, and then
Okay.
the shield arm, he rips the shield off, does that
Yeah.
shield bashing, then pulls the visor up, and just starts beating the
wailing on him to the point he's like, "Say," and he's like, I yield," which led to my favorite part of the scene where he then gets up, grabs Arian's ankle, and drags
Yeah.
him all the way to the judges or the lords.
and then just picks him up by like the shoulders and
Yeah.
just goes, tell him. And I loved how like during almost this whole scene, whenever we had his POV, you just couldn't hear a single thing.
No, yeah, his bell is wrong, but so I tease at this while he is dragging Arian to the lords. In the background, apparently, you can see Makar land the brutal blow on Baelor, which makes it worse because it's like he already yielded. It was over at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, he makes pulls Arian up. Arian then says like, "I withdraw my accusations" or something along those lines. And guy blows a horn. Good guys won. Good guys win. And
Caught by the blacksmith
yes.
and Raymond.
Yep. And they take him out like out of the field, I guess, into like the little in the tunnel we call it.
Yeah, I was dug out tunnel.
Yeah. And Baelor, or I think it might have asked him first, or Baelor came out. And he's like, "Who died? Who has died?" And he said Beesbury and
Harding first run.
on the first run, which is brutal.
It sucks.
Yeah, like that's my A team just on the first run getting fucking, and like Dunk, if he was a regular man, probably would have died.
Oh,
in that
absolutely.
First run as
He
well.
would have died like 4 times during that.
But the first run, like that Pierce, would have killed somebody, and so it's Baelor, the blacksmith, and we haven't seen Lionel yet. It's Baelor, the blacksmith,
And
Raymond, all in the tunnel talking, and Baelor or Dunk drops down to a knee after they notice the chainmail. The chainmail's in his like flesh.
And they mentioned like we're gonna have to pour like a hot water and oil on it or whatever to
Yeah,
get it
boiling
out,
oil.
and then Baylor comes in and goes, no, use wine, not oil. Oil will kill him. The Macers use wine. I'll have Macer whatever tend to him as soon as he's done looking at me.
Or
And I
my
guess
brother.
yeah, my brother. And then go on.
Yeah, and then Dunk, after hearing this, drops down to a knee to Baelor. Is like, my lord, like, I am yours. I am your man. Like, for the rest, like, I am your man. Please, like, and like, Baelor puts his hand on him. Like, we need good men. The realm, and it's like, that's not a sentence. And then Dunk like falls into him, and he like Baelor like stumbles back and doesn't catch Dunk. And then he says something like he's like something about my helm,
He said, "Yeah, Raymond, my visor's cracked. Can you help get my helm
which
off?"
doesn't have a visor.
Yeah, that's.
on.
I was kind of confused. I was like,
And then he
okay,
goes,
why
"Yeah,
is
my hand, my fingers feel like wood." And I'm like, "Oh shit, dude is not thinking straight right now." And then Raymond calls the blacksmith because he can't get the helm off. Blacksmith comes over, and goes, "It's caved in." Like,
I think
give
he
me a
says
second.
cracked down the
Yeah.
the back.
So he takes it off and immediately like looks stunned. We can't see it. We're just looking at Baylor's face. Immediately takes it off, looks stunned. Raymond turns around and is like, "Oh my god!" And then Baylor turns around to our
Well,
point
Baylor
of view.
touches it first, and then
Touches it, and it's like you get that like mush noise. Yeah. And then he turns around and you see like the entire back of his skull is just completely caved in,
gross.
and you know the man's dead.
Oh
at
yeah,
that
because
point.
when he hears that the thing's like cracked in the back, he goes, "Oh, must have been Makar. He's strong." That
Yeah,
one.
must have. Yeah, he's strong.
Must have been Makar's flail.
Yeah.
He's strong.
And drops down. Dunk runs over to him, starts crying like no, get up, sir. Which again,
Is this the big dragon that falls on Dunk?
yes, it 100% is.
Yeah, that's my thought too. Yeah.
Which we did hint at, I believe. Like it could be a lot of the Targaryens, or it could be a big guy like
Yeah.
Baelor dying and falling into Dunk's arms.
The only I mean,
The only
I
Dunk-
don't think Makar is a bad person right now. I think he just had to support his he didn't want his son to do this the whole time.
He doesn't want he doesn't long. But here's the thing, he doesn't seem like the type that longs for the throne. Landing a blow like that to fucking
Yeah.
Baelor.
Well, and I think who was it that said to Baylor like, "Oh, like I hope you're ready for this." Like, like the son, like
Lionel.
or like he's like, "Oh, like did your mother love you?" Because like the son that the mother like didn't like spend time with or whatever is fights more fiercely or something
Yeah,
like that.
no one fights harder than
Yeah.
the boy that the mother loved least, or something
Yeah,
along those
yeah.
lines. Which hinting at Makar,
Fighting
which again, weird thing to say before you go into battle. Like,
with your brother.
yeah, oh shit, we got the son that the mom loved. Like, everyone knows the other one's the strongest. Like, that was like a weird pump up speech.
But at the same time, I haven't seen any any anger from Makar to Baylor, so I don't.
other than just like disappointment in his bitch ass son.
No, that's what I mean. Like, but that's not Makar to Makar to Baylor.
No. I mean, we already told the story of the Blackfire Rebellion. Makar and Baelor are apparently very close and were key factors in the Blackfire Rebellion. I think we hinted at the hammer and the anvil.
Oh yeah.
And they like perform war tactics together that they're like a renounced in this story of like a big factor on how the one side won. And I think they were like very, very close. And I think that's why I was very confused about the fact whether it had to do with Makar maybe seeing Aryan losing and getting the shit kicked
get riled up.
and then Baelor like tried to get in the way, and that like out of rage like hit him.
Yeah,
But I don't see
that would make sense actually.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why Makar would have done that.
Because but maybe seeing like Dunk pull him and like being like, oh, like it's over, and like you're the reason why. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
he doesn't. I don't know if he knows if his son's alive or dead or just like whatever. But maybe he's like, oh, like you're the reason why my son is in this situation.
Right. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a battle if you didn't step up. Yeah. Agreed. So talking about possible next episode.
It's gonna be the Fallout. I mean, there's still.
The
I guess it's gonna be finding out who
who is now the heir to the throne.
Yeah.
Which the boys at Oysters, Clams, and Cockles apparently believe that goes right to Baylor's son.
Well, that's what I thought initially. But I mean, your point made sense. Where like the king's still in charge, so would it go to his
I don't think
second
it
son?
does. Like I said, I think it Baelor can't name an heir as the heir. So with Baelor dying, I think the king can decide on a new one, but rightfully so, it goes to Makar in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they still would just keep the succession going and basically just skip the father. But I mean,
Like,
I'm fine. I could see both options. I don't.
but you still are keeping the succession going by giving it to Makar.
Yeah, I guess.
It doesn't change anything. It's
Well,
just
I'm
a
not saying this, but like it was. Oh, it's supposed to go to him, and he was. This son was supposed to eventually be king at some point.
Yeah.
And he's still going to be king.
Yeah.
Like it's not like just because his dad died, he's no longer got
Mm-hmm. But I see what I think happens is, had Baelor made it to king and his son not been of age, Makar would have came in until the son came of age.
Well, yeah, it
in
would
that
be- yeah.
situation. But unless Baelor gets to that point, I think it gets tossed down to Makar at that point.
I guess we'll see. I mean,
So that'll be something that we probably will be discussing next episode. One, we're gonna get first of all banged up Duncan. Two, very guilt ridden Duncan. Baelor dying is gonna fuck him up. He's gonna be very devastated that all this came around because of him, and it sucks.
I wonder if he's gonna just try and because like he did win, so like he's no longer accused. But is he gonna try and like escape?
So
and just like get out of here, and is Egg gonna follow him again?
So that's the thing I'm
that's
thinking
kind
of
of
too is
one of my
like how does he remain with Egg going forward? Like does Makar like forgive Dunk completely?
I can't imagine because like an Egg is also Makar's son, so it's not like I don't think he's gonna willingly be like, yeah, you can go off with my son. But at the same time,
not
I
go
don't.
off, but be his protector.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
Like he doesn't have to go off anymore. Like he
Yeah, I
could, he
guess.
could just like him and Baelor could go to fucking King's Landing.
But yeah, maybe. But at the same time, it's like you already have
Not Baelor, him and Egg.
you have animosity with my son.
Right.
Like with this son, I don't know how much we want to have you around this son, even if it's just to protect this. Like,
But
that's the weird part.
like he didn't kill him,
No, I mean,
and like he respected the yield. Like he was fighting for his own life, which he didn't want to have to do.
yeah.
Like they forced his hand into fighting him, and he held back and allowed Aryan to yield. Obviously, there's a pride thing, which I don't know how much Aryan's gonna want him around.
That's more what I mean.
Yeah, I can get that side of it, but like I don't think you can have real bad blood to Duncan when all he did was he was a hedge knight you made have a fucking war with.
I agree with that, but Aryan is not a good person.
Aryan, I can't see being happy about.
That's
Duncan
it's
around.
more Aryan
Yes.
allowing.
Yeah,
this.
I was talking about Mako, but yeah, definitely Aryan is gonna have issues with it. But it's Egg too. Like, is Makar gonna be fine with fucking Egg just going off somewhere?
No, that's I don't think so. But
I think Egg's gonna fight for like, yo, Duncan didn't do anything wrong. He doesn't have to leave. It's gonna be interesting how this all gets settled.
Have him stay here to protect me, so my brother doesn't make me into a sister.
Also, clearly this guy is able to protect me. Like,
Yeah.
you want this guy around you and on your side.
Yeah, like he is. He says he's honorable. Like he's not gonna lie to you and say he's gonna do this and not do it.
Right. He's an honorable and apparently fucking unkillable.
Yeah, and if you just give him more training, he'd probably be pretty sick.
Yeah. Probably he's gonna be.
That would be
kind
kind of cool. Get a little training arc. He just trains
I
up.
think we are like. I
He,
think
he trains with he trains with Sir Donald, the crab feeder
Yeah.
or the crabber.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be I think eventually a member of the Kingsguard.
Yes, yeah, no, yeah, we know.
So we know that from the book. He's got to get some formal training at some point. So
imagine he just never does. That would be kind of
he
sad.
just fucking
He's just a brute.
strength is his way through being a historic knight. Yeah, I mean, like I said, episode was incredible. It was just like jaw dropping. You're just like in awe watching it.
But I just mainly like I know he does become a Kingsguard, but I just can't imagine Dunk in like that nice, pretty white like
I know it's
cape,
weird to think about.
like and like that nice like I feel like he'd just be stumbling everywhere.
I mean, he'd look like the fucking mountain.
Yeah, but like I just feel like he would not be graceful just because he's just clumsy and
I know.
a big oaf.
Like I said, I'm very curious to see how this story progresses because I have no clue what goes on after this. Really. All right, so yeah, that's episode was incredible. I think IMDb and like
think I saw
initially
10.
gave it a 10 out of 10, which I'm sure more people watched. Critics got into it more and definitely is lowered. There's no way it stays a perfect episode.
I mean, the backstory is good.
Especially with that backstory,
I think
it can't stay a perfect episode.
Like if it was honestly just that fight and they showed more perspective of other people, I probably would have given it a 10.
Yeah,
granted, like I didn't think the backstory was bad, but at the same time, I did expect the whole thing to be that that trial.
There's a fine line where I kind of think it was a good palate cleanser and a good like way to take us out for a little bit, get us settled, and then throw us right back in, kind of had a big effect on me too.
I guess
Like,
I
we
wanted
had,
to
like,
see
a
some.
heart-
I wanted to see some more of Lionel Baratheon. I wanted to see some
Yes,
Baelor and
I
Maekar.
I
That
am
was
definitely upset we didn't get really any Lionel, because I'm curious how he did. Like, I wanted to see he survived against bad odds, so like I feel like he did some cool shit, and
and
we
like
didn't get to see it.
we set up this whole thing with Stefan switching sides for us to just not see him at all during this. I feel like.
Yeah, also very true. Maybe do you think the cousins were just duking it out the entire time? And
I doubt it because
was
Raymond would
just,
probably be dead
I know.
unless
That's what I'm
Stefan took some off because we saw him beating up Raymond in the beginning of the show.
saying. I
So
wanted
there's
Stefan
no
to die
there's
in that
no
so
way
bad.
he wouldn't have like basically been able to beat Raymond 1-1.
Yeah, you're right. It's weird trying to think about the matchups. Like, Raymond would have died to Stefan, Lionel would have beat Stefan and probably killed him,
Yeah.
and like, it's just the 3 Kingsguard around. I don't get it.
So I mean, I would be surprised. Maybe it was just Raymond and Darren just having a little tea party on the side, being like, "Hey, we could both just not do anything."
Yeah,
But then that also that
That
means
leaves
it's
it-
3-5. So I don't know.
yeah,
But I mean, I could see Lionel just taking up like 3 people, just being like, ding.
being a beast. Yeah, like I said, I do agree that it would have been nice to see that more, but I do, like I said, getting thrown back into the fight out of the blue was crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I think like getting that part of his backstory is good to get at some
Yeah.
point.
Well, I mean, yeah, we needed to know how he came upon Sir Alan
Yeah.
Penny and like how that friendship started.
And we knew he's from Fleabottom. We just didn't know, how that all started.
Yeah, so it was good. Love the episode. Best episode of the season by far.
Yeah.
And I highly doubt this finale is going to top it.
No.
It normally doesn't, but
It's going to be interesting.
But I am very interested to see how everything shakes out after this. So yeah, absolutely loved it. I don't think we we discussed doing like more movies right now, but this show is taking an absolute strength. Like we're at the final 2 episodes. We should save some movies for after this show.
Exactly. Because
All right.
we literally have one more left, and then we have I think like a month until the Oscars. So
Yeah, and how long? We have a good while till House of Dragons too, right?
yeah, I don't think it's this year.
It is this year.
I would say I guess it's summer. I think it's June or July then.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is our pop culture segment. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back next week with the finale of The Night of the Seven Kingdoms
And the end of the Olympics.
and the end of the
Because
Olympics.
we currently are not winning.
No, we're not. Who's in first with most medals?
Norway.
Norway. Yeah.
first in gold and medals.
Yeah.
Italy's even beaten us.
Yeah, I
Which
did
I
see
didn't
that.
didn't remember that Italy being that good at winning Olympics,
Mm-mm.
but I guess so.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out.